What's up, guys? Welcome to the Koopa Kitchen Journey, and I just got a box in the mail. Now, I'm not 100% sure what this is, but I think I know what it is. I think this is the new Cocinare Krush personal ice cream maker. Now, I don't know much about this. They just messaged and said, hey, you did a review on our last product and we want to send you this other product, and so we're going to do it. We're going to do an unboxing of it, and then we'll go over what we learn about it and share a little bit more information about it. The last one we did was on the Cocinare personal blender. You can check that video, link in the description. This is something that we do still continue to use. It hasn't broken, so that's good. But that's not what you came to talk about today. What you came to see today is what's in this box right here. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the first thing I noticed is that this box says it's 5.7 pounds. Now, I don't know how much of that weight is the actual personal ice cream portable blender thingy, and how much of that weight is, you know, just packaging. But that seems a little heavy to me for something that's going to go around. So I was right. It is the Cocinare. Here is the fancy bubble wrap that came with it. And then we'll just pull this out. There we go. All right, so beautiful box right out of the gate. You can see there's the demonstration of the picture of the product there. It does look really sleek. I love the gold lettering on it. And let's just take a moment, peel that back. All right, so this is the whole line of products, I guess. I have the blender, the teapot I've seen adverts for, and this is the ice cream thing. I don't know what these are, so maybe they have some new stuff coming out, or when we look at Amazon, we'll see if there's more products of it. Again, all of the beautiful pictures, everything looks nice. Okay, so this looks really premium. A little thing in here that says questions. You can call their phone number there. Cocinare, thank you so much. We'll probably look at this here in a little bit. Ooh, let's see if we can get this open here. Let's make it so it's the right way. Quick start guide, make ice cream. Well, okay, that seems pretty easy to do. Oh, look how they put the little blender there. So we'll go over what some of those instructions are. Let's get into look at the product itself first. That came in this little sleeve. And then here it is. This is bigger than I thought it would be, which if it makes more ice cream, that's going to make me happy. Comes with this little Cocinare app. I downloaded the app when we got the blender, and it wasn't super functional at that time, so maybe it is now. Woo, maybe it's not. That's something that I'll have to look back into again and see. So we're going to take off this, and okay, so it is heavy. In fact, let's... And this comes in at 4.36 pounds. I don't know if you can see that with the glare or not. So it's not the lightest thing in the world, but it is portable, if that's the goal. I mean, I can carry it. Oh, I love this color. Now, as a Pampered Chef person, my wife sells Pampered Chef. The color, this teal, is really kind of pretty, so I enjoy that. So this is the carrying case. It charges by, let's see, USB-C. There's a USB-C charger there. Okay, so that whole thing comes out. There is the charging port there at the top. The little blades there to these. Okay, so this is a plastic scraper on the edge with the two blades there. What's it say? Do not put motor part in fridge. Okay, so with an exclamation point right there. So this definitely doesn't need to go in the fridge. So this is the part that goes on top and spins around. This is the vessel that contains... Ooh, okay, we'll see what that is too. This is the vessel that contains all of the goodness. There is a max line right in there that you're supposed to fill stuff up to. So... we'll see when we look at details how big this actually is. It says freeze the bowl for 12 hours under 4 degrees Fahrenheit before use. So, you're probably, for you this is going to be pretty instantaneous, but for me it's going to take a while. And there at the bottom it says, stay icy cold for 1 hour, double aluminum insulated freezer bowl. So This is the little container that it sits in, I imagine. What does that say? That's hard to see with the glare. Use the notches to rest the motor head. Bowl container protects freezer bowl and holder and holds condensated water. So this just goes like this so it's easier to eat out of. That's all that guy is right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pop this in the freezer. See, there's a little... Oh, okay. That's nifty. I'm going to go pop this guy in the freezer, and then we can look at what Cocinare has to say about their product. So I got that guy in the freezer, and that has to stay there for 12 hours, but we're going to take some time, and we're going to look at what Cocinare has to say about their product, as well as what we can find on Amazon. This is tips and tricks for users. It says, before putting the bowl into the freezer, please wipe the bowl dry from inside to avoid water freezing. Place the bowl in right vertical direction. Just some directions there. The bowl should be placed in the freezer at -04 degrees Fahrenheit. Switch to 5th gear or more in the mechanical refrigerator to ensure the... I guess, does your freezer have a 5th gear? I don't know. I just put it in our deep freeze. It's right over there. And I mean, it's definitely -4 degrees. Freezing time needs to be 10 to 12 hours. So I wonder, is that always 10 to 12 hours? Because that could be... I mean, I guess if it's just always in the freezer and you just take it out when you're going to use it, then that could make sense. So I guess it's just going to have a home in the freezer. Please refer to the Krush recipe ingredients. The total amount of ingredients should not exceed 210 milliliters. I doubt you saw it in the image there because of the glare, but there was a little line that said max in there. And the ingredients need to be prepared in advance. Use a blender or other tools to break up the ingredients and mix well. In order to get a better taste, it's recommended to prepare ingredients. It cannot be charged while using simultaneously. So I've got that in the freezer. Again, 10 to 12 hours, that can be a long time, but if it just lives in there, that's fine. My motor, it says it can't charge and work at the same time, but again, if I'm just charging it until I want to use it, then that's fine. I don't need to do all of that at the same time. If no ingredients are put in the bowl, a red light will appear after pressing start. We'll test that here in a little bit. Use water, diluted kitchen cleaner to clean the bowl. I'll worry about that later. And if the ice cream reaches your desired result quicker than 20 minutes, press the start button for 3 seconds to turn off operation. Oh, and on the back here, okay, so there are ingredients right here. Strawberry ice cream, it's 4 ingredients, medium sweet and vegan. Interestingly, it doesn't have what those ingredients are on here. We'll check out the app and see if we can see anything in there. Avocado ice cream, chocolate ice cream, with almond milk, it appears. And then a banana ice cream. But before we get into that, let's see what we can see on their website. So the first thing that I want to look at is their actual ice cream, or their actual website. So it's the first wireless and portable ice cream maker. It creates ice cream in minutes. It's a melt-proof system, and it's super easy to clean. So the idea here is, yes, the things take a while to charge, but you put your ingredients in there, and then you take them with you, and you make it there, or you keep your ingredients. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. And then, so here is the ice cream maker. It shows all the portable, 0 preparation. That's not entirely true if it has to be in the thing for 12 hours. Full flavor combination, 1 hour melt view, instant taste. Here's a video of theirs. Let's see if this will work. Cocinare presents New Way. Take a break at work. Okay, well that's the bottle. I've got one of those. So okay, so here's my take. All right, so the ingredients are all kept separate, right? And so, you know, you have something at work and you have the ingredients in a separate container, and then you pour it in, and you can make ice cream on the go with whatever beverage or ingredients you happen to have. That's my quick take on it. You'll have to decide whether you think that's worth it or not. You know, what the functionality of this is. Let's see, 1 button start, charged in 2 to 3 hours. Operation for 1 charge is 13 to 15 minutes with a production duration of 15 to 20 minutes. You get to watch it work, which we're going to see that when we get a chance. Type-C charger. So there's not a whole lot that they're showing us right out of the gate. There's the explanation. You can pause and read the screen there if you want to see what all that is. Keep a full package of ice cream cold and fresh for 5 hours. That's pretty neat. Like, so theoretically, you could make the ice cream at home and leave it in the bowl and take it with you on a picnic if you wanted to do that. So I guess there's a couple different methodologies you could pursue with this. Do you want to make your ice cream at home and put it in the portable bowl and take it with you, or do you want to take your ingredients separate in a pre-prepared, mixed-up thing like this, and then you just decide to pour it in and make ice cream out of it? That's an option as well. Ooh! And I think that's liquor, so I don't know if you want to make something with liquor. Alright, so here's chocolate ice cream, but again, it doesn't show you what... It doesn't show you how to make that. That's really nice. Alright, we are going to check out the app in this video as soon as we check out on Amazon what this thing is. Okay, so this is the one that I got that's teal. It says $149. You can apply a $60 coupon, which will bring it down to, what is that, $89? How much are they charging for it on their store? I do know on their store you have to provide them an email address, and it's $149. So you're gonna get it cheaper buying it through Amazon than you will at their store. And again, I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that. I'm not getting paid for any of this. This is just my pure review thoughts. Not peer reviewed. My pure thoughts on what this thing is. Do-it-yourself ice cream. Does it have any stars? Any ratings? Okay, so it's got 27 ratings. 4.4 out of 5 stars. So that's interesting. And let's see how it's ranking in terms of competition. Okay, so it's 156,063 in kitchen and dining. It's number 187 in ice cream machine. So it's got a little ways to go there, although the Yonana's is number 1 in ice cream. At least it was when I made that video on Yonana's. And that doesn't make ice cream, and this does. So, cool. So let's download the app, and then we'll see what that looks like. Alright, so I went to download the app and actually discovered that I still had it from the last time. And so we're just going to open up the Cocinare app here. And we'll see what happens. Daily inspiration. I haven't opened this in a long time. Search community under... I wonder if do they have a separate app for... No, it's not a separate app. Now, this card says that it has a free 12-month membership with the code. I would like to see, like, this product. Like, you should be able to sort this by product. These are all... everything that I'm seeing here is all smoothie related. I think I just cycled through all of those. Let's click this button up here. That's my account. No, I don't have an account. Let's say I'm craving ice cream. Let's see if I can spell ice cream. Okay, so there are ice cream recipes here. Let's just go with, let's see, frozen, no, I don't have any of those at home. What do you guys think? What should we go with? Rum and raisin? No, that wouldn't go over too well. Super simple coffee. I don't like coffee, but we're going to try it. And so our ingredients are heavy whipping cream, non-fat milk, instant coffee, and water, and they star that out. Okay, so this is a membership-based thing. Okay, so this is interesting to me, because it said in the little thing that you want to mix the ingredients well before you do anything. So you're going to dirty some dishes when you're doing this. It's just going to happen. And then this one says place the mixture into the freezer for about 3 hours, then serve and enjoy. That doesn't seem like a portable ice cream thing to me. Does it to you? feel like I'm mixing something here. Missing something. I want this to work. You have no idea how excited I was when I found out that they were releasing this. So the only way we're gonna figure this out is to do it. So I will see you guys in a split second for you and what is tomorrow for me. Welcome to day 4 of my review on the Cocinare personal ice cream maker. I'll explain in a bit why we're on day 4 of this process, but a few things that I noticed over the last couple days as I was preparing for this part of the video was, number one, earlier in the video when I said that there was no actual measurements on this little card that they gave you, that's actually not true. If you look at it right here, it says ingredients over on the corner, and you can't see it. I'll actually I'll put a picture of it right here so you can see a close-up of this. And it has the ingredients in grams. So like the first one needs 100 grams of strawberry, 20 grams of sugar. And to me, when I looked at that at a glance with the camera shining in my face, I thought that was like nutrition facts, because that's kind of what that little graph looks like. And it's written in grams. That's not a measurement that we tend to use in the United States. Now, when your people are baking, they might use grams, but I don't ever think about using grams or anything like that. And so that's observation number 1 that I got wrong in the earlier video. The other thing that I noticed is that when I was going through the app and looking at the recipes that they actually had for ice cream, all the measurements on that are like in cups or, multiples of cups, and you get a mixing bowl, and none of those were designed for this little bowl right here. So as far as I can tell, as of yet, there's nothing in the app that actually talks about making a recipe for this vessel. So all you get in recipes is right here and whatever you may come up with on your own. Now, I hope that as time progresses, they may add more recipes to the app, but for the time being, you either have these 4 to give you the basic idea and then explore on your own, or you just make it up as you go along. So let's get into actually making these this chocolate ice cream in the Cocinare personal ice cream maker. Now I have a kitchen scale here, which is going to be useful because I can actually do it in grams, and I really want to do the chocolate ice cream because I haven't seen any other videos that have done that. And so I'm going to put my cup on here. I'm going to set my unit to grams, and I'm going to tear it out. And here was mistake number 1. When I tried to do this the day after with the initial thing, is I read that it needed 40 grams of chocolate, and I was like, does that mean cocoa powder? Does that mean chocolate syrup? What does that mean? And sure, you may be going, duh, it's just regular chocolate, but I actually tried with cocoa powder the first time, and it made a pretty good, really dense, creamy thing, but it definitely was not ice cream. The motor couldn't actually turn what I had put in this vessel. And then I tried it with chocolate syrup later that same day, but I didn't give the thing time to freeze, so that didn't work. And lo and behold, the actual solution is 40 grams of like a chocolate bar. And so I have a chocolate almond bar here that I have measured when I tried it before, and it actually is 40 grams. So we're gonna pop all of that chocolate, and this is the entire source of chocolate for the whole dish. And so that came up to 39 grams. And then I'm going to tear this out, and I'm going to add my milk next. Now this calls for 20 grams of milk, and so we're just gonna pour a little bit of milk. That's 24. And then what we're actually gonna do now is I'm gonna blend it for a little bit because once you put the cream in there, it's gonna make it really thick. And so this way, without the interfering of the cream thickening up, we can get our chocolate a little bit more integrated and smaller. And I suppose you could just use chocolate milk for this if you wanted. That might be something worth trying, but instead I used 40 grams of chocolate. We're going to tear that back out, and then we're going to go and we're going to add our cream, which it calls for 130 grams of cream. So this is the main meat of the ice cream, if you will. And there is 130 grams of cream, and we're going to tear that back out, and the last thing we're going to add is 20 grams of sugar. Now obviously there's sugar in the chocolate bar as well, so depending on how sweet your chocolate is will impact how sweet this dish is. And the ingredients doesn't call for it, but I'm going to add a couple drops of my double strength Madagascar vanilla. going to pop the lid back on, give it a nice little shake. And as it's going, it's actually turning into a much thicker cream inside of the blender. There you can see that we've got a cream going on already, but now we want to actually turn it into ice cream. So now we are into actually putting it into this vessel. And this was what happened the second day that we tried to make this, so that would have been day 3, was Anna got this out of the freezer for me and she shook it, and you could hear liquid in it, and that shouldn't happen. If it's been freezing for 12 hours in -4 degrees, it should be pretty solid, and so that is not the fault of Cocinare. I don't know why that happened. I don't know what went on with her freezer, but needless to say that over the 15 minutes, it did not turn my products that were in there into actual ice cream. So we are going to take our little spatula, and we're going to pull our ingredients. And then on, we're going to put our little viewing window. We have this guy that charged up overnight, and there are little tabs that tell you where it should line up, and it'll pop right in there like that. We're going to hold this down for about 3 seconds. And so it begins. And so we're just going to let that run for about 15 minutes until the battery dies or until it's a thickness that we want, and then we're going to try our chocolate ice cream. All right, so our 5 minutes is up. We're going to pull this guy out. Oh wow, look at that. We have a nice little ice cream ball actually. Let's get a little closer there in the camera. I know you're not in the light there, but that looks like chocolate ice cream to me. Now, if you want, you can scoop this back into the actual vessel, and there's a pretty heavy-duty lid right here, a nice insulated lid, and then Cocinare also provides in the package when you buy it this insulated thing. So you can take this off, but I'm going to put it into this bowl. This has very much a consistency of soft serve ice cream. My suspicion is that adding the vanilla, which has alcohol in it, prevented maybe it freezing as much as it would have otherwise, but this is about the exact consistency that I want my ice cream, and we're just going to go ahead and put that guy back in there. And then now, I guess the moment of truth is to give it a whirl. That's really good. I mean, this is what I've been hoping to attain for the last 4 days. And I'll say that some of the problem was, I'll put on Cocinare. The ingredients, not saying specifically what you mean by chocolate. Is that a chocolate bar? Is that chocolate syrup? Or is it cocoa? Or is it chocolate ice cream powder, which you can get if you want to go that route. That's what you get from the soft serve machines. But, and of course the other time is my freezer didn't freeze it to the point that it was supposed to be frozen. It's the same freezer I used this time, it's the same freezer I used last time, and I don't know why that it didn't work that way. But when all this is said and done, I can say I have a very, very tasty bowl of chocolate ice cream. I could add more sugar if I wanted to, or I could add sweeter chocolate if I wanted to. If you want to watch videos on people that make like a strawberry sorbet or a mango sorbet or something like that, those are out there. But I wanted to do chocolate because I hadn't seen anybody else on YouTube do that. So what are my final thoughts on this product? You can get it for $89 on Amazon as of the recording of this video. It's more expensive on their personal website. It makes good ice cream. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're looking for something that's small and compact, this is it. If you don't want the extra cords, this is it. Now, as they advertise it as like a portable ice cream solution, I would say the only way I could perceive that is if I made my ice cream in this thing, and then I put it in this container, and I took it with me. I don't know how many people are going to like take this bowl to work, keep it in the freezer, and then, you know, make a smoothie in their blender and decide to pour it in and make ice cream. Maybe that's you, and if that's you, that's great. This is a device that can do that. So in some ways, I think it's a solution without a problem. On other ways, there's not a lot of personal-sized ice cream makers on the market. There's not a lot of things that do this. And so if that's what you're looking for, this is a really cool product. If you can stomach the price, $89, which is a discounted price, is quite a bit of money for anything. And I didn't test to see how 5 hours actually would 5 hours or several hours would actually last in this. but you're not going to put your ingredients in this, take it with you to the park with the motor that's charged, and put it in there and make your ice cream on the spot. You're not going to do that. And if you're not going to do that, then I don't know that this needs to be battery operated apart from saving counter space. All that said, it is good ice cream. It does what it's supposed to do. If I were to ask anything from Cocinare, it'd be more recipes. If people are paying for the app, which you have to pay for the app, it comes with a 12-month little card, but after that you have to pay for the app. And if I look on the app for recipes, I get recipes that don't use this. That's something that should be rectified. Like, the recipes really should have been launched at the same time this is launched. If you're watching Cocinare, I would strongly suggest that you use your app to specify what devices each of those recipes utilizes, and that you actually put out recipes for this so people don't have to figure it out on their own. So more recipes and clarity for recipes. You can also buy more of these bowls, the little thing inside here. You can get more of these. Well, that's not just going to slide out there. They're $59 on Amazon. Again, that's a lot of money, but if you always want to keep one frozen even while you're using it and not wait for 12 hours, you can certainly do that. I probably wouldn't do that, but if you really like what it does, then that's a great feature for you. So let me know what you guys think in the comment below. Hey, is this worth it? Is it not worth it? For me, it's a great product. Whether I would spend $89 on it, I can't honestly say, but I'm glad to have it, and I'm going to use it because I really like ice cream, and this is really good portion control. If I go buy a quart of ice cream at the supermarket, I'm going to eat 2/3 of it in one sitting, and now I can't do that, and this has to charge for another several hours, and this thing has to be frozen for 12 hours. So I guess there's a little bit of portion control in that. Hey, I love you guys. If you like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you want to check out my video on the Cocinare blender, go ahead and click that link that you'll see right now and check it out as well. I love you guys. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.